This is the first edition of Heart of Europe TV Festival, a new international event that takes place in Warsaw and online. And it's time for an online meeting with one of the guests of the festival, Mr. Jean-Philippe Dettender, Deputy Director General of the European Broadcasting Union, is with us. Good evening. And I would like to start first with the most important trends in TV shows today, especially now when we are all facing new unexpected challenges.
I think that the pandemic has an everlasting impact on what we are doing today, on how we live, but also on how we consume entertainment. And I think that two trends currently are surfacing in terms of TV series, drama, and film. One is that people really long for escapism. Entertainment has always been a means to escape, but now after the pandemic, we see that a lot of formats and a lot of TV series want to bring people into other worlds and embed them into these worlds. And also we've seen that because of the pandemic, a lot of people have been soul searching, which you also see in a lot of series, which are asking big questions about life and who bring a drama response to all of that, which is making the audiences a thinker. I think in terms of the big challenges today, we see that Netflix is not only the only competitor anymore in the European market. We now see that Disney, HBO, Apple are also fighting for audiences in Europe. And what is worrying is that they're spending much more of their commissioning into Europe, which means that in the European market, we'll have a competition in terms of production, in terms of search for good scripts and talent. And because the market in Europe will be crowded, we may expect that probably the cost of producing drama will become more expensive and that the competition on screen will be much greater as well.
And how, in your opinion, can public broadcasters compete with such a platforms as Netflix?
We should not underestimate the strength of public service media in Europe. We often hear about the budgets that the big tech and content giants in the US are spending, but also together all of the public service media companies in Europe spend billions in producing local content. And I think this is our strength. Our strength is that we are close to society, that we are very close to our audiences, and that we are better prepared to innovate and to bring new formats to the market. Ultimately, Netflix, HBO, and Disney are US companies with a US feel, and they will never have the flavor that we in Europe really have. So I really see that to be an opportunity for public service media in innovating in the way they are producing content, in the way they are telling the stories, so that they definitely can be ahead of the curve in what is happening with these tech giants, who in the end are universal supermarkets. They want to cater for every taste, but it has no flavor whatsoever.
And what are the characteristics of the Central and Eastern Europe TV sectors? Does it differ from other parts of the world?
Public service media in Europe has always been collaborating through the EBU, through the organization. One of the best examples we have seen in the last 20 years now is how the Nordics collaborate in what they call Nordvision, where they co-produce drama series, but also where they exchange, content to their different markets. We're now applying the same model also within the framework of the European Broadcasting Union. We have several forms of collaboration. First of all, there are the bigger members, ZDF, France Télévisions, and RAI, co-producing content, which also make available for the rest of the European market. We now have established a pre-acquisition network where we give all of our members access to content in having the right to bid as first to acquire that content for their market. And we're also exploring real co-productions. We're doing this in terms of drama, which for sure is one of the main features, one of the main genres of public service media, but we're also establishing this collaboration with some regional broadcasters. And I think this is where we could further develop our collaboration. We see that regional co-production has a specific taste, has specific identity, which they want to have. So festivals like the Heart of Europe can definitely contribute to exploring these sort of collaborations.
And how initiatives such as Heart of Europe Festival can create grounds for successful cooperation between public broadcasters?
I think the Heart of Europe is a great initiative. We have been producing, the CE market has been producing great content, and I recall that as a kid I would look to you, series which were produced in your market, because you're great storytellers, and I think you can build on that. And what the first edition of the Heart of Europe Festival would definitely do is bring people together, create opportunities to network, but also showcase the content that you are doing so that it may access markets across and abroad your traditional markets, but it will also inspire other markets to invest in your productions and have them give them a bigger access and a broader audience.
Mr. De Tender, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for the interview. And I would just like to remind you that the Heart of Europe Festival lasts till the end of November. So please join us at Heart of Europe TVP PL and stay with us.